let's learn what are the design guidelines and why you must follow them. To start with, these guidelines and standards are followed by all the design experts. The guidelines are to create uniformity among designers around the world. And then, these guidelines help DhiWise generate accurate code once the designs are imported to DhiWise. So, let's create a product list screen to understand the basic guidelines. We will start with taking a frame. Here, this is a design standard that all designers follow. Always create screens using frames. The benefit of using frames is it gives different viewport for different devices, so you can design screens based on your requirements. We will select iPhone 11 Pro frame from the given list and name it. Now, moving to guideline number 2, always give proper names to screens, components, and groups. Because the more proper names you give in your design, the more code readability you will get in the code generated from DhiWise, as the algorithm uses these names to generate files, folders, and variable names. Therefore, a proper name is given here. This way you can store the assets that are required in your design. Now, we are going to use this home indicator as we are designing a mobile screen. So, let's copy and paste it into our frame. Align it on the top from here, and add a grid from here. Now, according to the grid, we will adjust components. Zoom in, then add a search bar. Take a rectangle and add it according to the grid. Change the height and curve the border, as well as change the background color. Then add the text. Reduce the opacity to 50% and align it properly. As this text and rectangle component needs to be identified as edit text by DhiWise to generate respective code, we have to group them properly. That is the third guideline, that we must group similar components as well as group components while designing screens. We will see the grouping through the screen design process. Also, use the shortcut key Ctrl+G to group the elements quickly. Now, let's add the header to the screen and style it. As this header is an independent element, no need to group it with other elements. Then, we will create a product list. We are creating 2 product items, and we'll copy them on the entire screen, as lists always have similar items in them. And, please do follow the grids as shown here. Curve the borders. Here, we need to add some images to the product item, so for that, we will use a Figma plugin called Unsplash. We already have it installed, so let's see how to use it. Click on Run. We want this image in a rectangular shape, so select a rectangle and click on the image here. And now, the image is set. Do the same for this rectangle. Then add the product name with some styling. Now, press Alt and drag the text, as we need the same text with the same style in pricing and discounts. And change the text. Now, let's manage the text spacing between these prices. Then, do some more styling. Duplicate it again for another item and make some changes. Now, as this price, discount, and image belong to the same group, so we will group them, and both the items, independently. Now, again duplicate it as we want a list, and change the images for new products. We can move and scale like this as well. And, as we want this image behind this, so we will mask it. Now we will add more products and duplicate these, as the actual app will have a lot of products in it. Also, remember to make the design this way, so it will be detected as a scrollable list view in DhiWise. Then group these items. Now our screen is ready. Let's import this design to DhiWise and check the accuracy. As you can see, every component is identified perfectly. Let's check the preview as well. These are the basic guidelines we recommend you to follow, as they will help you generate an accurate source code, but also be as much creative as you can be while designing. And that's how you can design beautiful apps in Figma using the DhiWise design guidelines.